In the previous video, we explained about how to create an app script in Google Sheet. In this we are going to create an Android application, and use the app script in it as a database. For that, open Android Studio. Then, create a new project, by selecting New Project in New sub-menu of File menu. Then, select Basic Activity. Then change name and other parameters. Since I am using Java as programming language, I change the language option to Java. Then click the Finish button. It will create necessary files for our project. We need to use Android Volley package. For that, add Volley implementation in dependency section.
In this application, I need only one layout fragment. So, I am going to delete the second fragment activity from my application. For that, delete second fragment activity from the Java folder. Then, open nav_graph.xml file, inside navigation folder, and delete the second fragment navigation. Then, delete the fragment second file, from the layout folder. Now it is all fine. No change is required in the main activity source file, because we are using the first fragment activity. Then, open the first fragment source code, and delete the content of the onClick function, which is used to call the second fragment activity, which we deleted earlier. Now we have to change the layout according to our requirement. Here I am going to use two buttons to submit and retrieve data, a list to show the fetched output, and two text box to enter the details to save in the Google Sheet. For that, delete the content of first fragment layout, and modify it for our need. First add a scroll view to hold all elements. It will help to wrap all items inside a single window, and we can access all the items by using scrolling if required. Inside it, add a linear layout with vertical orientation. Then, add the required widgets for our layout. I am just fast-forwarding the video to reduce the time. The source code can be downloaded from the link given in the description. Here, we can see my final layout design. You can change this according to your requirement. Now, inside the onView selected function of first fragment source code, we have to implement the onClick functions for the buttons. Here you can see that I am implementing two onClick listener for add and get buttons. I am implementing two private functions for these tasks, named add item and get items functions. Inside the add item function, I am going to take the values from the line edits, and create a string request by importing string request class. Inside the string request, we have to provide the URL of our Google Sheet app script, which we mentioned in the previous video. We have to access it by using post method. Then in the get item, we have to implement the string request using the get method. And here, we need to use the URL along with the action, which we created in the app script. Here, I am fast forwarding the video for reduce the time. Now, the source code is completed. I am compiling the code and copy the APK file to my mobile phone. And showing the working of my application in the mobile.
Now, I am testing the application by submitting some values. After that, I am fetching the values. After reopening the application, here, we can see that it is working successfully. Thanks for watching. Kindly subscribe my channel.